Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing well and in very good health. If you are new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button for more cricket content, news, and the list goes on. So my friends, I hope you all are enjoying your start to March. Here in Trinidad, we're in the last hours of February, but for other parts in the world, welcome to March for you guys, and I can happily say it's 1 month till I turn 21, which is the 1st of April, my friends. So, anyways, so much test match cricket has been happening all over the place. I want to start in New Zealand first of all before I jump across to South Africa because one of the greatest ever test matches completed yesterday with New Zealand from nowhere after following on came all the way back to not only win the second test match but also level the series. So listen to this, my friends. New Zealand level the two-match ANZ Test series against England with a dramatic one-run win in the second test match at the Basing Reserve in Wellington. Now keep in mind, folks, England had batted first, and surprisingly, early on the second day, they declared on 435 for 8. Then they come and bowl New Zealand out for 209, forced them to bat again, and look what they did. The Kiwis literally bat out the English out of the game, and this just goes to show why you should not declare after scoring 400 plus runs and yet still bowl them out and come back and concede the innings lead that you all have now. Kane Williamson, who has been out of touch for a little while, he got back some form last month against Pakistan, scoring I think a double hundred over there. This time around, he scored a match-saving 132, which we all thought at one point was going to be in a losing cause because you know how England have adopted the baseball format, like batting test match, beg your pardon, the baseball in which England adopted since summer last year, in which they are playing test cricket just like 50 overs cricket, has been exposed not once but twice. It was exposed at home against South Africa last summer. Now it come back to bite them in Wellington. Now Williamson's 132 at one point was supposed to be a match saving effort because they was trying to bat all the way back into the test match. Not only he had assistance from other batters, but mainly Tom Blundell down the order. He made exactly 90 runs, 10 short of what would have been a terrific 100. New Zealand came all the way back and scored 493 in the second innings. Jack Lee, she took another 5-wicket haul, 457, which was a bit expensive for a test match spinner. And in pursuit of 257, England at one point was charging to its target despite losing a few early wickets early on, in particular Harry Brooks, who has been a serious threat to the New Zealand bowlers throughout the series. Just like against Pakistan last winter in Pakistan a few months back, he was a serious threat to any bowling opposition. They ran him out for a diamond duck, which is no runs of no balls, or as what we would always call it, a quack quack. He got out, and once he got out, at one point, England was bound to collapse somehow. But Joe Root held the Poms together, scoring 95 runs. He also had some support from Ben Foakes down the order with 35. However, they collapsed when they should have been going at the runs, and this just goes to show that at some point baseball has to expose. Now keep in mind, England are touring India next year in 2024, and we know how badly baseball is going to be bamboozled on those slow tracks. But the hero for New Zealand today has to be Neil Wagner. 4 for 62. He was bowling, by the way, at serious pace, not serious like how it used to be because of the injuries he used to have in the past. He bowled with fantastic flawsome, with fantastic flair, I should say. His 4 for 62 literally turned the match into the Kiwis' favor. Now, and I must say that catch from the same keeper who I just pointed out, Tom Blundell, to dismiss Jimmy Anderson, not only sparked wild scenes around the ground, but around the cricketing world on the whole. India and New Zealand won the second test match by one solidarity run, therefore drawing level the series at a game apiece and sharing the spoils in the end, and also a lot of smiles across the nation. So moving away from New Zealand versus England to South Africa versus old-fashioned West Indies, as what I have started to call them now. West Indies, fresh of a 1-0 series victory over Zimbabwe, started its tough two-match test series on South African soil in the horriblest of fashions. That's right, my friends. South Africa, at one point, they were 1 for 221 coming into the last session, and look what happened. West Indies came back big time. I don't want to use any political terms because it will cause a riot, so I apologize for that. The first two sessions literally belong to the South Africans. That is thanks to Aiden Markram's 115 and Dean Elgar's 71. Now, Dean Elgar was relieved of captaincy duties before the start of the series and was replaced by Temba Bavuma, who actually made a duck. And speaking of Bavuma and the other middle order South African batters, they all failed to get past 30 afters. Brilliant starts from Markram and Elgar on the whole, and that is thanks to Alzari Joseph firing fight back with the ball. Not only him, but also the other pacers. Remember, West Indies went with an all-pace attack against the South Africans. That is due to the expense of Godakish Muti's lower back injury, which effectively ruled him out of the match. That's one of the reasons why he did not play the 3-day warm-up game against the individual 11 that they played last weekend. For me, I always wondered why the West Indies never played a specialist spinner, but we understand why Moti wasn't named in the 11. And this all-pace attack on all the pacers shared a wicket, from Roach to Shannon Gabriel to Jason Holder to Kyle Mayers. They all backed up Alzari Joseph, and as normal, the part-time spinners did chip in a few overs due to the poor light, and they were wicketless, unfortunately. But South Africa West Indies test match is evenly poised after day one of the opening test of the two-match series played at Supersport Park in Centurion. South Africa, they finished on 314 for 8 after 82 overs, and once they come out tomorrow morning, God's willing, the second new ball will be taken. Now, it was supposed to be taken after 80 overs, but they held it back due to poor light, and that second new ball will be taken tomorrow. West Indies still need another 2 wickets to bowl out the South Africans, but as what I just said, this match is evenly poised. So folks, not only that test match will continue tomorrow, there's another test match that is starting in the subcontinent. That's India versus Australia, the third test match. India already have an unassailable series lead, and furthermore, they have already retained the Border Gavaskar Trophy. Australia, on the other hand, will be playing for pride, and furthermore, they have bad news for themselves too. David Warner has gone back home with a fractured elbow. Pat Cummins is unavailable due to his mother's severe illness, and furthermore, I want to wish him and his family all the best in his mom's recovery. And furthermore, India on the other hand will be looking to wrap up this series, and I heard that Rohit Sharma wants to play on a grassy wicket just in case they have to play the Aussies again in the World Test Championship final, which is going to happen on English conditions, and we all know how English conditions are pace friendly, and that has hunted India in the past, even though they drew 2-2 to the English last year. But on the other hand, they'll be looking to wrap up the series while the Aussies will all be playing for pride. And Australia, they need to find a way how to tackle the 3-spin Indian attack of Ashwin, Jadeja and Akshar Patel. And we all know it's going to falter again. That's my prediction. Now, I had made a prediction at the start of the series that India will win 2-1. Turns out there's a possibility that there could be another 4-0 white. With all of that said, my friends, I wrap up this video. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channels, beg your pardon. Follow me on all of my social media platforms, the Facebook, the Instagram, the Twitter, and I'm also on TikTok as well, my friends. So I will put that in the link in bio, or should I say in the description below. Until we meet again, my friends, be good, be cool, stay safe, and also special shout out to some of the teachers in Palmeiras as well. You know how much I love y'all. Peace, be good, be cool. Thank you, mucho gracias, goodbye, adios, nos vemos mañana, see you tomorrow. Peace.